Hi, welcome to Simply Good Food TV's Test Kitchen. So, we have launched a new website, simplygoodfoodtv.com, and there we have housed loads of recipes that we've found for you, and we've also introduced lots of recipes from our different chefs and contributors and foodies. So, we're creating everywhere that you see on video on the app. You can always find the recipe on the website somewhere in there, but we thought we'd start like a kind of weekly, daily, every couple of days kind of blog where we'll be writing about food, creating recipes, testing products, working with some amazing producers who are creating fab products, and we wanted to kind of get it out there, share it. So today I am going to make some beautiful English oven bottom muffins, okay? Now these are absolutely delicious, very, very British, and I wanted to make a really sort of smoky, kind of marmalade-y jam and chutney kind of thing. So we're going to go with chorizo. I actually have just got back from a cafe and had a very disappointing bacon jam. So I thought, you know what, let's make something proper. Let's really work it, get that sweetness, and I thought we'd do it with chorizo. And then I'm going to top it with this amazing Sussex Charmer cheese, which we've been sent, and it did incredibly well at the Quality Food Awards, which I was lucky enough to judge. And they've sent me some cheese to have a play with, so today's a good day, good lunch day today. But we're going to get all the recipe on the blog. I'll write that one, but the whole team write the blog, so it doesn't come from any one person, it just comes from the test kitchen. So if you go to simplygoodfoodtv.com, type in or have a look for the test kitchen section, and then you'll find all our new recipes. We did amazing Asian chicken flatbreads yesterday, which was delicious. So, okay, right. Now, I've got some bread dough here. I'm not going to show you how to make bread dough. I've done it a million times. You can find the recipe on the website. Very simple. 500 grams of strong white flour, teaspoon of yeast, teaspoon of salt, 300 mils of water. Knead it like mad and make some dough. Leave it to prove, and this is what you've got. So what we're going to do is make some English oven bottom muffins. So those nice sort of, look, they're great for toasting, great for breakfast, nice with, you know, smoked salmon, scrambled eggs, cheese on toast. So all I'm going to do is roll it out so it's about an inch thick, okay? So let's have a little look. Right, so I've got my iPad here, so what I'm going to do is try and edit and cook at the same time for you. So I'll crop into anything that I think is really important for you to see. Okay, so about an inch thick, okay? Now you can see the dough, I've just kind of rolled it, I've knocked it out. Let's just drop that down there so you can see what's going on. Okay, so I've got my cutter here. I think this is probably like a 4-inch cutter or something like that. And then all we're going to do is push clean side, not the fluted, and just cut out the muffins, alright? And the first ones are always the best ones, so try and get maximum yield out of that, okay? And then we just lift that away. Okay, brilliant. Now I've got, normally you would need to pop some polenta or something like that onto here, some ground rice or something. I'm using these masterclass baking trays which I've been introduced to. So I'm just going to pop these onto this super non-stick ceramic tray. I know they're not going to stick onto here. I've got my 6 muffins there. I'm going to put them in my oven because I've got a proving setting on here. And I am going to prove those up for about 20 minutes. Meanwhile, we'll make the amazing chorizo jam. While my muffins are proving, what we will do is we will get some lovely ingredients going. So, first of all, I've got these cast aluminium pans actually. They're really good. They kind of act like really big, heavy pans, but they're really lightweight, great non-stick, really good performing. So, let me show you what I've got. So, I've got some chorizo, I've got some white onions, I've got a handful of California prunes who I work with to try and remove fats and sugars out of recipes but give maximum flavour and great nutritional value. So I've kind of lifted the sugar out of this jam and I've added in the prunes, so you'll get that nice sort of sweetness, a bit fruity, a bit smoky, you know, you get the same texture, that sort of viscous, jammy chutney, some sunblush tomatoes, then I've got this amazing, authentic smoked paprika from Spain. It is absolutely delicious. Go to the shop on the app and check that out. Amazing. And then I've actually pickled some garlic here for a different recipe. And all it is raw garlic brought up to the boil in vinegar, and then a teaspoon of honey, and then left for a week. And then just got this amazing vinegar with this pungent garlic flavour. If you haven't got this, just use some white wine vinegar. It's absolutely fine. And then we will get on. We'll also put some black onion seeds or nigella seeds in there as well, I think, for a little bit of texture. So, let's get started. Right, onions I'm going to chop up nice and fine. So, slice in and then just shred as finely as you can. Okay, and if you can't get them too fine, chuck them in the food processor and blitz them. It's absolutely fine. Whatever works for you should be the deciding factor in the recipe. Just because I do it by hand doesn't mean you should. I quite like it because it means you get a little bit of texture. So my pan is getting hot. So let's just add this stuff in here. And then while that starts cooking, we'll add in the rest of the chopped onions as well. So, quite important just to get a little bit of salt in there, just to start to draw out the moisture of the onions, and that helps the whole caramelization process. So let's just go down to there. Last half onion. Okay, let's get these into the pan. Get them all cooking down. Just sort of soften them up a little bit, get them ready for all the flavours that we're going to add. Okay, so wooden spoon, just give them a good stir. Okay, let's add a touch of oil in there, just to help things get going. That's it. Right, so I've got my chorizo, okay? So I'm going to go with half a stick for this. Now, what I'm going to do is just slice down the chorizo and peel this skin away, because I don't want it to get sort of all stringy. I want this to just kind of melt in. So we'll get rid of the skin. If you really want to leave it on, but for me, it's better to remove for this recipe. Okay, so we just chop it up into pieces. Okay, and then I'm just going to whack this in the food processor. Break it down into smaller pieces so that we get a really nice sort of smooth chorizo flavour. Okay, so we're going to add as well, I'm going to add the prunes in, and I'm going to add the sublushed tomatoes, and do the same again. That's brilliant. So now what you can see is I've kind of got this paste now, okay, so that can go in. So we've got the sweetness, we've got the tang, we've got all those lovely, lovely flavours. They are going to work really, really well. And I think the thing with this is, what you put in, you're going to get out on this one. So just use the back of your spoon and mix the onions and the chorizo, the prunes, the tomatoes, kind of mix it all up, okay? Okay, so we're going to add a teaspoon of paprika, the smoked, lovely, authentic, just to accentuate that kind of flavour that the chorizo in there. So it's kind of the star of the show for this, but then when it comes together with that lovely cheese, amazing bread, oh, can't wait. Okay, so we've got our vinegar. So I'm just going to add this in. So you could use white wine vinegar, I'm using a garlic vinegar that I've made. That out, pop that back in. Okay. So the vinegar's kind of gone in, it's loosened everything off. I'm just going to add a little bit of wine to this. And then we're just going to let it cook down and go all sort of jammy and delicious. And when it's finished, have a taste of it. You know, it's going to take about 20-30 minutes just to sort of cook out And then when it's finished, pop it into a clean kiln jar. So I'm going to put it in one of these, keep it in the fridge, and you've got it for all kinds of different dishes, not just what we're doing today. Okay, so my chutney has just been cooking down, and you can kind of see it's all reduced, it's rich, it's delicious. So I'm going to lift that straight off, and then pop this pan on, and then my muffins, I pulled them out of the oven. So they've been proving for about 20 minutes in the oven, which is set on a prover setting. Lots of ovens now have those prover settings. If you can, set your oven to like 40 degrees and it'll prove up. If not, you're just gonna have to wait a bit longer. So while I preheat that pan there, I'm just gonna take my chutney and just spoon it into this clean preserving jar. While it's warm, it smells amazing. And then finally, I'm just going to add my onion seeds. Okay, I'm going to scatter those in, nigella seeds, partly because I forgot. I'm just going to add a little bit of marjoram as well, just half a teaspoon. And then I am just going to spoon that in, so those seeds will stay nice and crunchy. They'll be delicious. There we go. So that is that. That will keep in the fridge for 6 weeks at least. I defy you to let it last that longer because it'll be delicious. Okay, so I'm just going to lift these muffins. Now it's really, I actually do it with my hands because it's the easiest way. And you just gently pop them onto the hot grill, really carefully. You don't want to burn yourself. And all we want to do is toast them on each side, and then we'll finish them in the oven at 180. Just to finish off, and then we're going to crack it open, toast it, chutney, cheese. Oh my god, it's going to be amazing. So we'll just let those cook nice and gentle. Okay, we'll have a quick look. Oh yeah, lovely. There you go, you can see, look. Let me just drop into those so you can see those. Look, they're just toasting nicely. I'll pop that there and you can kind of see what's going on. You can see the weight of the muffin has just caused it to sort of create that recognisable shape. So I'll just lift that one out, pop it straight back onto the tray. Same with that one. And then we'll carefully lift these and pop them onto the grill. Dry heat, no oil, nothing, because we're going to toast these. Okay, so muffins have been in the oven. Now, just to give you an update, I cooked these, proved them for 20 to 25 minutes in the prover setting, and then I cooked them in a dry frying pan on both sides for about 3 or 4 minutes, finished them in the oven, and now we've got these lovely, crisp, sort of English oven bottom muffin, bread muffin style. Time for the most amazing cheese on toast. So, I'm going to cut the muffins. I'm going to do 2 because that's all we really need for this. Oh, look at that. Oh, fresh, warm bread. Delish. Okay, so I'm just going to toast these for a couple of minutes. Now, I've got this Chalmers Sussex cheddar, and I must say, it's delicious. Really, really good. I mean, who doesn't love a good cheddar cheese? And this is it vintage? It's certainly mature. It's lovely. Unique mature cheese. Now, when you find yourself a really good cheddar, you stick with it. Now, this one is delicious. It's not too tangy, it's smooth, and it's everything you kind of want a good cheddar to be. Always cut off a little bit extra. That's good. It's got a little sort of sharp note to it. It's good. Right, so let's get a spoon. So we've got our beautiful chorizo jam. Okay, so it's sweet, it's smoky. It's got California prunes in there, so we haven't had to have any sugar in there. A few sunblush tomatoes, bit of smoked paprika and some vinegar. Just cook down till it's all evaporated. And then we've got some black onion seeds in there as well. Right, okay, so let's just pop these. So let's get our lovely chorizo jam. Good spoonful on each. Oh, lovely. I reckon that much should do the trick. And then just sort of spread it nice and evenly. There we go, yum. And then get our cheese. Pop that on there. I'm excited about this one. A little bit on there. I'm actually going to sprinkle this with a few extra nigella seeds or onion seeds. There we go. Just for a bit of crunch, I think, really. It'd be nice. You get that little sort of savoury hit with it. And then we're going to pop these straight under the grill for about 3 or 4 minutes until they're all soft and toasted and melted and everything good cheese and toast should be, plus chorizo jam. Okay, right. Look at those. Let me just crop into that. There we go. And just to finish off, because I can, I'm just going to toast it a little bit more with my trusty blowtorch. There you go. That is how to make my lovely English oven bottom muffins with homemade chorizo jam and Sussex's very own Chalmers cheddar cheese. Delicious.